So I want to talk to you briefly about the state of machine learning. In my experience, today, machine learning is used on us, by which I mean that the algorithms, the AIs, anything out there that's watching what you do is generally applied to you, not by you. So, for example, there are good pieces of software to do product recommendations that use advanced machine learning to suggest what you're going to want. We use AI and machine learning to do fraud detection, to figure out who's doing bad things, anomaly detection for security. And so today, AI is primarily used on you. It's being applied to you. And this is the way of most technologies when they begin. The Motorola StarTAC phone was this giant brick that Gordon Gekko, in a position of privilege, put on his face on a beach very close to here. It's unlikely that anyone envisioned that being Snapchat. When technologies go from enterprise or industry to consumer, they change significantly, and we are moving slowly towards a consumer market. But as William Gibson said, the future is here, it's just not evenly distributed. So we have some early adopters of AI used by us. And those early adopters have some interesting stories. Let me introduce you to someone named Casey. Does anybody here use Tinder? Does anybody here admit to using Tinder? Casey uses Tinder. Casey is a programmer who has a carefully worded and split-tested description on Tinder. It's got intentional typos, so he doesn't seem too standoffish. The Ford Focus is a good car, but not pretentious. But Casey's lazy. He doesn't want to swipe left, swipe right, so he taught eigenfaces to recognize the kind of partner he would find attractive. Casey swiped left and swiped right a few hundred times, and the machine got an idea of what kind of woman he might like. So sweet. Casey didn't stop there. When a prospective Casey date was lucky enough to thread the gauntlet of eigenfaces, then she was subjected to a chatbot that asked her 3 questions in a row, after which she was lucky enough to talk to Casey. Hopefully the sarcasm in my voice is apparent. Surprisingly, in a follow-up story, Casey said that most of the women with whom he went on dates were fascinated by this and found it a very interesting subject of conversation. So Casey is an early adopter of AI and machine learning used by us. But once it crosses the chasm, once AI and machine learning are used by us in a significant way, what will they look like? I would argue that the best AI is the one with the best interface and the best corpus. That is, it has the way to give us useful information, and it has a body of knowledge on which to make its decisions. So what is the best interface? Well, we have a hint from the start of the internet. Doc Searle says the right information in the right place just changes your life. And part of that is that we're really bad at asking questions. I've tried a number of personal agents, and you wind up asking them things like, what's the weather like? Really bland questions. Unfortunately, the questions that humans think to ask tend to be the obvious ones. What's the weather like? How do I get somewhere? What do I want for lunch? This isn't how consciousness works. Really good consciousness wants to interrupt. It wants to tell you, hey, I have new things. Oh, you should call your mom. You wake up in the morning and you have new insights from a dream you had that night. To me, consumer AI should be a spare brain that's working on interestingness.